Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, I can hear you loud and clearly.
Morning.
Yeah. We're going to go good here.
Yeah, good.
We will do it again.
Yeah. Lovely, thank you.
Mange tack.
各位觀眾，為免影響大家欣賞演出，喺節目進行期間，請關掉鬧錶、無線電話或傳呼機等響鬧裝置。除特許人員外，切勿在場內錄音、錄影或攝影。為安全着想，請小心上落樓梯，切勿阻塞場館通道、踐踏座位或攀越欄河，亦請勿吸煙、燃點火種及使用雷射指示器。為保持場館清潔，請勿亂拋垃圾或將食物、飲品、香口膠等棄於座位上，敬請大家留意，多謝合作。
各位觀眾，為免影響大家欣賞演出，在節目進行期間，請關掉鬧表、無線電話或傳呼機等響鬧裝置。除特許人員外，切勿在場內錄音、錄影或攝影。為安全着想，請小心上落樓梯，切勿阻塞場館通道、踐踏座位或攀越欄河。亦請勿吸煙、燃點火種及使用雷射指示器。為保持場館清潔，請勿亂拋垃圾或將食物、飲品、香口膠等棄於座位上。敬請大家留意，謝謝合作。
Dear patrons, in order to make this performance a pleasant experience for members of the audience, please ensure that your alarm watches, wireless telephones, and pagers are switched off during the performance. Please also refrain from unauthorized recordings, filmings, and photo takings inside the arena. For your safety, please keep all passageways clear and take care in using staircases. Do not step on seats, climb over railings, use laser pointer, smoke, or produce any naked flame. Please also do not litter or dispose of any food, drinks, and chewing gum on the seats. Thank you for your kind attention and cooperation.
防止盜錄行為法例已經生效，任何人未經場所管理人授權而攜帶攝錄器材進入戲院、劇院或音樂廳等公眾娛樂場所，即屬違法。最高刑罰為罰款5萬元及監禁3個月。有關場所嘅負責人有權拒絕攜帶攝錄器材嘅人士進入。
防止盜錄行為法令已經生效，任何人未經場所管理人授權而攜帶攝錄器材進入戲院、劇院或音樂廳等公眾娛樂場所，即屬違法。最高刑罰為罰款5萬元及監禁3個月。有關場所的負責人有權拒絕攜帶攝錄器材的人士進入。
Legislation to prevent illegal video recording has come into force. It is an offense for any person to bring video recording equipment into places of public entertainment without authorization from the venue management. Such places include cinemas, theaters, concert halls, and this auditorium. Offenders may be subject to a maximum fine of $50,000 and 3 months imprisonment. The manager of the concerned places may refuse entry of any person who possesses such equipment.
When you see this mark, you know it's something very special. This mark means it's a world-class sports event. intense, spectacular, exciting. The M Mark is reserved for the most prestigious international sports events in Hong Kong. To find out more about M Mark events, please visit www.mevents.org.hk.
要有呢個標誌，一啲都唔容易。呢個標誌代表世界級嘅大型體育盛事，緊張、精彩、刺激。M Mark 只頒俾香港舉辦嘅國際體壇盛事。想知多啲，請瀏覽 www.mevents.org.hk。
Hello and a very warm welcome to the Hong Kong Coliseum for semi-finals day at the Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open, the last of the 12 tournaments on the MetLife BWF World Super Series. After this event, it's just the Super Series finals, the end-of-year championships, destination Dubai, as you can see. And of course, for the Super Series finals, it's only the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines who will qualify. Semi-finals day, as I say, and we are starting with mixed doubles and the world and Olympic champions, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. They're up against the defending champions, Chris Adcock and his wife, Gabby. Then women's doubles and a repeat of the Asian Games final. The world number ones, Matsutomo and Takahashi, up against the gold medalists from Indonesia, Meswari and Polly. Then women's singles and Okuhara, the 2012 World Junior Champion, back from injury, and isn't she playing well? She's up against the current world and European champion, Carolina Marin from Spain. Next up will be men's singles, and the world champion Chen Long takes on the sensation from last week, Srikanth, winner of the China Premier Super Series event. And then the last of our semi-finals is men's doubles. The Danes, Peterson and Colling, take on the 2013 world champions, Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. So as you can see, it really is a tremendous lineup for semi-finals day here today. I'm Jill Clark, and I'm absolutely delighted to say that I've been joined today by my friend and colleague Morten Frost. Morten, it's been a good tournament so far as we look at the
absolutely
mixed doubles draw, and as you can see from quarter-final stage, 4 Chinese pairs, and 3 of those 4, as you can see, made it through to the semi-final stage. That semi-final we're going to be concentrating on in the top half of the draw. I can tell you these 2 pairs marching onto court right now have won the Hong Kong Open for the last 3 years, because of course the world and Olympic champions Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei won the title in 2011 and 2012, and Mr. and Mrs. Adcock won their first ever title together as an on-court partnership here at this very event last year. And my goodness, since then, Morten, haven't the English combination gone from strength to strength?
They have. They are all the way up, I think, to 4 or 5 in the world, 5 in the world, and has had a very good year, I think. A few ups and downs, but apart from that, they've been performing very steadily.
Yes, they certainly have. In fact, 3 finals this year for the married couple, winning 2 of them, the Swiss Grand Prix gold, and you and I had the pleasure of watching them win gold at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow.
Yes, and I actually saw them play in Switzerland as well when they won it.
Well, you're a lucky omen for them, are you?
Maybe, who knows? Let's see how it goes today. It's a tall order, I would say.
Well, this is actually going to be the 8th meeting between these 2 pairs, and the previous 7, the world and Olympic champions, have won 6 of them.
So I'm not far off.
The only time the English pair won was in the semi-final, the same stage of this tournament last year.
Okay.
So
good statistics.
Yeah. And I have to say, I thought the way that Chris Adcock and his wife played yesterday in their quarter-final against former Olympic champion Lee Yong-dae and his new partner Lee So-hee, I thought it was very, very impressive, because I know, Morten, you've been a little critical of Chris Adcock's form when he was still playing men's doubles in the Commonwealth Games, and every player goes through a bit of a bad patch, but I thought they were tremendous yesterday.
Oh, that's good. That's good to see. And I did not see the match, but you know, when I saw him play earlier this year, especially in the men's doubles as well, he was struggling a bit, and that's what I commented on at the time.
Yeah. Well, here are the number 1 seeds, number 1 in the world, and Zhang Nan, 24 years of age, Zhao Yunlei, 28. They have in fact been in 3 finals here at the Hong Kong Open, because they were beaten finalists in 2010, lost out to a certain Joachim Fischer and Christina Pedersen. Well, there you can see they had a walkover in the first match. Sadly, Chloe McGee injured herself in her women's singles quarter-final against last year's beaten finalists Liu Cheng and Bao Yi-sin. So they've only played 2 matches, both of the matches in 2 straight games. We ought to make mention of their second round match, which was a repeat of last week's final. So to the English pair, the number 3 seeds, as we were saying, 5 in the world, and it is exactly to the week 1 year since they became world number 5s, and they've maintained that position ever since. So Chris Adcock, 25, his wife, 24. Super Series standings, I can tell you, at 7, having played 8 of the previous 11 tournaments. Of course, they reached the final of the French Super Series, didn't they? So, Carrie Wong of Hong Kong is our umpire, and Andrea Chiappini of Italy, our service judge. It is remarkable, Morton, that to think that Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei in their second round had to play against the Koreans qualifiers who they met in the final of the premier event. But
last week.
Yeah, but that's the luck of the draw, isn't it? When you're in the qualifying and you have to come through that qualifying.
You never know where you end up.
No.
So that's the luck of the draw now and again. And here we have Jakob Hoy. He's a Dane. He's coaching the English team.
So we're just about ready to get semi-finals day underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Zhang Nan, Zhao Yunlei, China. And on my left, Chris Adcock, Gabrielle Adcock, England. Gabrielle Adcock to serve to Zhang Nan. Level, hey.
So the defending champions, Chris and Gabby Adcock, against the world and Olympic champions, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei.
One love.
Well placed. Zhao Yunlei, good interception there. The lifts were getting desperately short.
Well, I was noticing yesterday that Gabby Adcock, when she's in the, what is in essence the backhand side of the court, and she's defending on the cross court, she does wait very committed to that forehand defense.
She's very, very committed, and it goes the same when on the other side, so to speak, when she's standing on the other side, she's very committed to the backhand defense. So there is some weakness if you are able to hit the sidelines. But the Adcocks here really have to get into a more attacking badminton, because, you know, giving the initiative away as what they've done here in the first 4 rallies, that's definitely not the way for them to win.
No.
And what a good start for the Chinese pair.
Yes, there's been a real intensity right from the start from the Chinese combination, hasn't there?
Good serving again. She's a very good server.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Chris was somehow expecting Gabby to have intercepted that one. This is a good rally. Now that's what she was doing so well yesterday.
1-6.
Driving the defence back, moving forward to the net.
Yeah, she's playing a really good counter-attacking shot here. That one is well played.
Yeah. Mm.
2-6.
I know this is a sweeping statement, but I always think the English pair, when they're on the attack, I always think they can beat anyone in world badminton. Literally any pair. But sometimes when they're on the defence and forced to defend, I sort of think, you know, they're nowhere near the top players. They are so good in the attacking formation. And when they're able to do that, obviously that's when they have their success. But opponents don't allow you to do that all the time.
Not all the time. And they have to force their way through. But you're right, they're a very good attacking combination. And definitely they have to work on the defensive side of their game in order to go all the way to the top. I can't help thinking that you said this is exactly 52 weeks ago, which means that the result from Hong Kong last year will drop out of the world ranking, and the result of this year will come in.
Yeah.
So if they replace with less than a win, they have a chance they might drop on the world ranking.
Yeah, very good point.
That was very neatly played by Zhang Nan. That very good shot, the backhand shot, played it towards the front of the court, kept the attack really nicely for the Chinese.
Oh, look at that. What disguise. What great awareness.
Yeah, but I think the Chinese combination here is simply playing a pace above their English opponents at the moment, and by doing that they are creating lots and lots of good chances for themselves. So it's for the English pair really to pick up in pace, pick up in terms of attacking badminton, because as what you said, that's where they're good.
Service over. 4-10.
Well left.
Yeah.
Service over.
So to the mid-game interval with a 7-point advantage. Well, you were saying that the English need to pick up their pace and get themselves on the attack. I mean, the big question is, how do you manage to do it against world and Olympic champions? Because they seem to be pouncing on everything, and serve and return, I suppose, is where it all starts.
Yeah, that's so true. But they need to start challenging Zhao Yunlei a little bit more. I know she's really good at the net, but that's what they have to do. They have to start really adding on some pressure to her to see whether they can get some more lifts.
20 seconds.
Zhang Jun, nearest to us, two-time Olympic mixed doubles champion, and Liu Yong.
It was amazing when I was traveling from China last week, or it was Monday this week.
Yeah.
The flight I was in, it was the whole Chinese team, and it was like they were filling up the whole flight.
Good gracious.
Imagine how many players they have. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
But they also have a quite big staff around them.
Yes.
5-11. Service over.
Yeah, it was a miss-hit.
12-5.
Do you think she should take a few half chances on the defence and
Yes.
try and drive or block and just move forward?
She has to do it, because what's happening now at the moment, they play too safe, and they're simply not getting out of trouble. That's a very good play by Zhang Nan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Nicely done. Very nicely done.
6-13.
Yeah, good awareness by Gabrielle Adcock there. The way she was able to intercept at the net, that was good awareness. Good play.
Service over. 14-6.
But I think it's very important for the English combination here. They might not win this first game. They're 14-6 down. It's a tall order, but they have to get their game going. They have to get the game plan right now.
Yeah.
So they have to spend the next 5-10 minutes, whatever this game is lasting, to really start setting up for the second game. Because what happens at the moment, look at that, they're totally under pressure. That's out. So they have to find a way.
Yeah.
They have to, within the next 5 or 10 minutes, they really, really have to find a way how they want to play for that second game to come up.
Is it a little bit so that they know how they want to play, but they just can't implement it at the moment?
They can't, but it's coming back to what you said earlier. They have to start playing stronger counter-attacking shots than what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice rally. Both pairs vying for the attacking play.
15.
Going wide.
Yeah, but she's looking for the opportunity.
Mm.
And that's the difference at the moment. She's definitely looking for the opportunity. I know she missed it, but she's looking for it.
Yeah.
That's out. That's what I would call well left.
16-8.
She hit it and it was still going out. She missed it and then out it was.
Oh, service fault called.
Service over.
Racket not pointing in a downward direction, and Zhao Yunlei saying, well, if mine's a fault, how come my opponent's isn't a fault?
That's good.
That is... Well, Chris Adcock goes and appeals to the umpire.
For an overruling.
Yeah.
He will not get it. I think
No.
even if we get it in slow motion here, we would be able to see us landing on the line.
Yeah, instinctively, we both thought it was in.
It
didn't
was
we?
in, yes.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes when you're so involved in the match and you're there, and you so desperately want something to be, you know, in your favour,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to see it in you otherwise. So that's just a very natural reaction, I think, now and again.
10-17.
The opportunity was there.
Yep, she can't afford that. But okay, on the other hand, get all of those out of the equation in this first game and see if you can start a good, fresh second game.
Service over. 11-18.
So you watched them a little bit more than me, the two English players. Do you think they are starting to benefit from the fact that they are purely concentrating on the mixed doubles, or what is your feelings about that?
Certainly I was very, very impressed with the way they played yesterday. I spoke to the coaches actually about part of the decision, and there was a very sound and very logical reason why they've given up their level doubles, especially as far as Gabby is concerned, because their world rankings weren't high enough because they were always playing Super Series events and not really progressing very far. And therefore, for women's doubles players, they're going to go to a different set of tournaments from the elite level. So, of course, that leaves Gabby without a women's doubles partner immediately. That obviously doesn't apply to Chris because Andy Ellis is still playing the Super Series and forming this new partnership. Game point arrives. We'll come back to that in a minute, Morton, because it's an interesting point. But 8 game point opportunities. Missed it.
Out,
yeah.
First,
First time of asking, 21-12.
But the last 5 minutes, I think, has been more even.
Yeah.
It has been a better performance by the English pair, and obviously I think the two Chinese has really played a very, very good first game here. See if they can keep it up for the second.
This is the final rally. And the smash wide. So confirmation of the opening game. 21-12 in favour of Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. So Morton, coming back to your point, with waving at the top, there is
Andy Ellis.
Andy Ellis, of course, he and
With the yellow.
yeah were semi-finalists here last year.
So he had a very good tournament, Chris Adcock, here last year.
Yeah, a win and a semi.
Yeah.
I wonder on the training scenarios whether playing men's doubles or not playing men's doubles anymore is altogether wise for Chris Adcock. I can see that they can give 100% focus to the mixed doubles, but I always think as a player that to have a safety valve of sort of, you know, you put all your eggs in one basket. If if something goes wrong, you had a bad draw, then it's all terribly depressing. If you play more than one event, you've still got something else you can aim
Think
towards.
of the poor singles players.
Oh, I know. Well, don't forget I started as a singles player.
Yeah, didn't we all? Yeah, so true.
Yeah. So the World and Olympic champions, one game to the good against last year's winners. Well, that was very, very nice opening rally by the defending champions from England. Yeah,
flash.
somebody's taking off.
Yeah.
Using a flash bulb on their phone or camera. He did well to create that angle, did Zhang Nan.
Yeah, but still it was a fairly simple miss by Adcock. I think Chris, you know, he didn't even have to move for it. Obviously it was coming on his forehand side, but you know, he should get it back. That's a good return.
Service over. 2-4.
Well, she's going to be a busy lady. She's in the women's doubles semi-final later on this evening session. Oh, great defence.
That was good. That was really, really good. Zhang Nan really did the right thing when he was going for that cross court there. That was a very good option he played, but so well defended by Chris Adcock.
Oh, service fault called.
You know, I looked at it at the monitor as well. It looked really high.
Well, it was called for racket not pointing in a downward direction rather than above the waist. That is great play from Gabby Adcock. Goodness me. What was that, 3 defences she drove back?
It was not the killing shot that impressed
No,
me.
no.
It was the 3 other shots.
Yes.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
She managed to get it back, and she was, you know, I would say partner put her a bit in the fix. That was one of them. And she survived it very well.
Sounded to me as if it came off the frame of Zhang Nan. Well, they all count.
They certainly do. Yeah, sometimes a very good miss hit is better than anything.
Yeah, she's got to be one of the best front court players in world badminton, Zhao Yunlei, and anything that's a little bit loose like this one. Yes. Good angle, good placement.
Yeah, and I think maybe a lot of people will wonder why she opted for that cross-court smash. But you have to think of the fact that Chris Adcock is left-handed.
Yeah.
So the chances of a defensive shot, a straight one, was fairly great. So it was a good shot. Forwards, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That's perfect.
What defence. Magnificent. It all got a bit fast and furious, didn't it? And every time you have those fast exchanges, I would always put money on Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei.
Yeah, to win it. And especially for Zhao Yunlei to intercept it at the net, what she did here as well. She's so good at it. As you said, she's definitely, perhaps, the best in the world doing that. So things are falling a little bit apart here. They had a 4-3 lead, now 10-5 down.
Oh, look at that.
That's good.
Yeah. That's the creativity on defence.
That's exactly what they have to look for. Those kinds of shots will definitely do the trick. Well played by Gabrielle Adcock. But it's also crunch time now. They really have to close the gap.
It was a super return from Zhao Yunlei. Shuttle tumbling and spinning ferociously, making it so difficult to control.
Hit the net, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So 5-point advantage. Yeah, so difficult to control. Shuttle's deflected, it's spinning and tumbling as well.
Yeah, chances are not great.
No. So 11-6 advantage.
I can't help, you know, you and I, we had the benefit of obviously watching the China Open last week in Fuzhou, and I think that Zhang Nan on the left here was lacking a little bit of urgency when he played last week, and you know, when I see him play here today, it's totally different. He's very much faster. He's up there. He's really urging everything on and helping his partner in a very different way as what he did last week. As you know, how I see it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And despite the fact that he might not have been all the way up to the marks last week, they still made it, which is, you know, shows star quality.
Absolutely, if you can win when you're not at your absolute best. And remember, of course, winning the China Open last week was their 5th title of the year. From 6 finals, 10 tournaments. It's impressive, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, she's found the net again. Yeah. Another net cord.
This is not easy.
That one there.
But the shot that really did the damage, as I see it, was the block shot by Zhang Nan. When he was really looking up, he was seeing where are the gaps here, and he played it very nicely towards the front of the court and kept the attack in that way, and then from there on it was one-way traffic.
Flick serve again. Flicking a lot yesterday. And we saw a very loose, low serve earlier on today, didn't we, Morten? From Gabby Adcock.
But last time she did it, she was faulted, so...
Well, time is running out for the defending champions.
That's out.
Missed it.
Yeah. That's out. Okay.
Yeah, no question of that one.
But it seems a very slow haul, or whether it's slow shuttles, I don't know, but they are very hard to kill. You have to work hard, and if you noticed, I don't think there's been one shot out of the baseline from neither one of them in this whole match.
Short.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nice, isn't it? What a lovely way to bring up match point opportunities.
Yes, they played a very good match. Zhao Yunlei and Zhang Nan here. You know, scores like 21-12, perhaps 21-10 is really telling a strong story here.
Know what the scores were the last time they met, Morton?
Nope.
13 and 10.
Okay.
Only it was 10 and 13. Yeah, well taken and well finished off, showing their class today. The world number ones, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. World and Olympic champions, two-time former champions here in Hong Kong, are through to their fourth Hong Kong Open final as a pair. That is some record.
Match won by Zhang Nan, Zhao Yunlei, 21-12, 21-10.
Umpire confirms 21-12, 21-10. Yeah, the hesitation. Who was going to take that? Who should have taken that? 32 minutes, and they're through to a fourth final. Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, last year's champions, Mr. and Mrs. Adcock, were defeated in the semi-final stage.